Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahma Dibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrabhyo Paramarishibhyo Namo Namaha. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Devaha Bhadram Pashye Makshabhiryajatraha Stirairangaihi Stushtvagam Sastanubhihi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swasti na Indro Vruddhashravaha Swasti na Pusha Vishwaved Swasti nastarksho arishtanemihi Swasti no Brihaspati'r dadhatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Welcome to the 7th episode of Sri Ganapati Atharvashirsha. The Upanishad means that is that book of knowledge. That is a thought process or the thinking process that helps us to align our mind and become one in tune with Ganesha. It is with the great blessings of Ganesha that we are in a space where we can listen to the meaning of this Ganapati Atharvashirsha Upanishad and contemplate on it. Usually the opportunity does not come so easily. At the most, we can listen to the chanting of the Ganapati Atharvashirsha Upanishad. And at the most, we will be blessed to learn to chant it well. And we will be blessed if we can chant it daily with a lot of love and a lot of faith. But to be in a position where we get to learn the meaning of it, to study the meaning of it and then to chant it, there needs to be very, very great blessings on accounts of punya karma. Punya karma means good actions done in crores and crores of lifetimes. Without that, this possibility is not there at all. This is told by the Upanishads and it is validated by Bhagavan Sri Adi Shankaracharya when he says the word Vedanta, the word Advaita, to fall into our ears, it is because of the lifetimes of punya karma that it happens. And here we are here studying the Ganapati Atharvashirsha Upanishad. Without the blessings of Ganesha and without our own Purva Janma punya karma, this is not possible. Why is this being mentioned even now? It is like when you know the punya karma that you have done in the past lifetimes and that has brought you this kind of a situation where you are getting to hear, getting to study and getting to contemplate on the Ganapati Atharvashirsha Upanishad. We know that what we have done in the past and we know what we need to do now in our lifetime from now onwards so that we do not waste the rest of our lifetime in other pursuits which are not in tune with what we are come here for. So we will go to this mantra where we stopped last time. So we stopped here. Ekadantaya vidmahe vakratundaya dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat. O Ganesha, one with one tusk, Ekadantaya, Vidmahe, we know you, we honor your presence, we recognize you, Ekadantaya Vidmahe, Vakratundaya, the one with the twisted trunk, Dhimahi, may we meditate upon that. We are meditating upon your form with twisted trunk. The twisted trunk represents, it is not straight. The Sushumna Nadi is straight. But Ganesha, though the trunk begins at a straight point, the Sushumna Nadi, it can either be twisted to the right side, which is the Pingala Nadi, or our masculine side, or it can be twisted to the left side. It can energize our masculine side. It can energize our feminine side. Whatever we wish to have, that is possible with the blessings of Ganesha. Vakratundaya Dhimahi. We meditate upon your form with a twisted trunk and one tusk. Tannaha, that Ganesha, Dantihi, the one with the tooth, that one with that sharp tooth, one tusk, Dantihi, Prachodayat, may he guide our mind towards the truth of what we need to know in life. So we come to the next shloka. Ekadantam chaturhastam pashamam kushadharinam radam cha varadam hastaihi bibhranam mushakadhvajam raktam lambodaram shurpakarnakam raktavasasam raktagandhanuliptangam Raktapushpai supujitam Bhaktanukampinam devam Jagatkaranamachyutam Avirbhutam cha srishyadau Prakrite purushat param Evam dhyayati yo nityam Sayogi yoginam varaham Namo Vratapataye Namo Ganapataye Namah Pramathapataye Namaste Astulambodara Yaikadantaya Vignanashine Shivasutaya Shri Varadamurtaye Namaha. Ekadantam, one tusk. So we know the story of how Ganesha broke his one tusk to write the Mahabharata, of when Sri Vedavyasa asked Brahmaji. Brahmaji says, Vedavyasa said, I have composed this in my mind, but I am looking for a scribe to write this out. And Brahmaji says, Swam smara Ganesham smara. So, Gananayakam. Smaratvam Gananayakam, he told. And then when Vedavyasa Bhagavan remembered Ganesha, he appeared before him. The story is there in the Mahabharata in the beginning. So that is how he's got Ekadantam. He's got only one tooth because the other tooth, he snapped it off to write the Mahabharata. Chaturhastam, he has got 4 hands. What are the 4 hands? We will see. The upper 2 hands, he holds a noose and a gourd. A gourd is a kind of a stick and a noose. And the lower left hand, he holds a tusk which was snapped out. And in the right hand, he has got that Ankusha, bestowing a blessing. The tusk and the Abhaya, Varada Mudra is giving this blessing. Ekadantam Chaturhastam Pasham Ankushadharinam. Pasha is a noose. Ankusha is that the thing with which you regulate the elephant, a small gourd-like thing. If you see the Mahut, he's got a very interesting language which he speaks with the elephant, and it mostly borders on Malayalam. Eliri, something he says that. It's very beautiful to watch that. And when the elephant listens to that language with the gourd, when it's pushed, it does whatever the Mahut is telling him to do. Ankushadharinam. Radam, he's got one tooth in his hand. Varadam, the other hand has got a blessing posture. Varadam. Mushakadhvajam, hastaihi, with his hands. Then Bibhranam, he's wielding Mushakadhvajam. His flag is the Mushaka. Mushika means flag is something that it refers to our one thought that we let it fly high, and the one thought that we honor in our life. And what is that one thought that Ganesha honors? He's honoring a mouse, which means it can be very small, it can be very mischievous, and it can be very, it can create a lot of useless things in our life by all its rajasic actions. And at the same time, it can also be helping us to fly our flag aloft. And that is what the Mushaka, insignia of the mouse. With that mouse, only Ganesha travels. It's also his vehicle, which is on his flag. Raktam, red in color. What is Ganesha's color? Red is a symbol of royalty. Red is a symbol of Rajas. Red is a symbol of dynamism. Red has got a very short wavelength. So even that is why in all the stop signals you have red. Because the wavelength is very short, even when you come closer, you will be able to see. Suppose you have to stop the vehicle behind the stop line. Even if you do not, even when you are very far away, you will be able to see the stop signal of red because the wavelength is very short. At a very short distance also you can stop. At a very long distance also you can decide to stop. So, and even in hotels, if they want to attract a lot of customers and they want to induce hunger, if they paint the walls, and this is a scientific study, the walls are painted in red or shades of red, then the hunger will be introduced more because of its wavelength. It can create immediacy. It can create the sense of, I want it right now kind of feeling. Lambodaram. Lambodaram means big bellied. Shurpa Karanakam, like a fan, like a, it is called Shurpa is the moram, that with which we, the dust pan, we call it, that with which we collect dust, that is one thing. And also it is used for winnowing. When you put the rice grains in that winnowing this pan, and then people just throw it up and down. It's called the scuttle. So it is in that form, that shape. Rakta Vasasam, he wears red clothes. He's red in color, red in complexion, and he wears red clothes. And his Rakta Chandana, Rakta Gandha Anuliptangam. His body is smeared with red sandal paste. Very, very, very fragrant form of sandal paste is red sandalwood. It's smeared with paste. It has got a lot of fragrance. It gives a lot of coolness to the body. Rakta Pushpaihi Supujitam. He is very well worshipped by devotees with red flowers. So these are all indicators by what means Ganesha is pleased. If you want to worship Ganesha, if you offer all this red cloth, red sandal paste, and then red flowers, and red Rakta Pushpaihi Supujitam, and Mushaka Dhwaja, these are all the symbols of Ganesha. Even when you see all these, even when you see, like when you see red, there's a paint company. When you see paint, think of us. So when you see red, Jensen and Nicholson paint, I think. When you see color, think of us, is that advertisement. When you see red, think of Ganesha. That's the motto of this Ganapati Atharvashirsham's description of what Ganesha loves. Supujitam. And what is the quality of Ganesha? These are all the outer forms and descriptions of what he likes and what all he's covered with, how he's covered with, how he's decorated and all that. But what is the core quality of Ganesha? Bhakta Anukampinam. Anukampa means, Kampanam means shaking. So I am shaking, I am agitating, and counter agitation is produced in the mind of the others who are watching me or seeing me. That is called anukampana. Like I feel sad, and when somebody sees me, they feel sad. That is called anukampanam. Bhakta anukampinam devam. Devam is the one who shines. And what is he? Jagat Karanam, he is the cause for this world. He is the cause for this universe. Achyutam, this Ganesha does not fall. Chuta means to fall. Achyuta means one who does not slip and fall at any point of time. He is always up, straight, erect, and ever available, ever conscious, never slipping away from that state of consciousness and awareness. Avir Bhutam, Cha Srishthyadav, he is existed and he is manifested all the time. Since the beginning of creation, Ganesha is manifest. Prakrutehe Purushat Param. He is beyond Prakriti. Prakriti means Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna. Purusha is the one who sees the Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna and engages in this world as Purusha. But Ganesha is the one who is a witness of Purusha and Prakriti. Prakrutehe Purushat Param, that consciousness. Evam Dhyayati. In this way, if one meditates, Yaha, how? Not today once and then next year once. Every Ganesh Chaturthi, meditate on Ganesha, not that way. Nityam, the one who meditates all the time, every day, on the hour, every hour, on the go, in whatever context, whatever situation, wherever they find themselves to be. Nityam, Saha Yogi, that person is an integrated person. Who is a yogi? The yogi is one person who is not living his life in parts. He is not living his life in pieces. All his emotions, all his thoughts, all his actions, everything is one integrated whole. That's a yogi. Yoginam Varaha, such a person who meditates on Ganesha in this manner, is the best among the yogis. Yoginam Varaha. Evam Dhyayati on Nityam Sa Yogi Yoginam Varaha. So we will just briefly go through the whatever has been given in the commentary, which I have just prepared as a brief map or sketch, which I will read it out for you. Let me see. So, what is happening? What are we, when we contemplate on the Ganapati Atharvashirsha Upanishad, what is actually happening is the self. That is, the Upanishad itself points to the I, the self. It doesn't go beyond anything. It does not distract our attention to anything else. It brings our attention back to our own self. Here, when we contemplate, who is actually contemplating? The I, the self, is contemplating on itself. And what is the purpose of the contemplation? To release itself. All contemplation happens because there is an awareness that there is something that needs to be released. And what is seeking to be released here? The self itself is seeking its own release, moksha. And that is why we are studying this Upanishad. Ekadantam, one tusk. Meditate on him who has one tusk. Ekadantam. Meditate on what? Meditate on that form of Ganesha. Meditate chanting the name of Ganesha. Singing the glories of Ganesha. Every great master has sung the glories of Ganesha. This the one who has sung the Tirupugal is Arunagirinathan. Very beautiful Tirupugal on Ganesha. It begins with that. Kaitala nirai kani appamodaval pori kappiya kari mugan nadi peni கற்றிடும் அடியவர் புத்தியில் உரைபவர் கற்பகமென வினை கடிதேகும் மத்தமும் மதியமும் வைத்திடும் மரன் மகன் மற்பொரு தீரள் பூய மதயானை மத்தள வகிரனை உத்தமி புதல்வனை மட்டவிழ் மலர் கோடு பணிவேனே முப்புறம் மேரி செய்த அச்சிவ முத்தமிழடைவினை முற்படு கிரிதனில் முற்பட எழுதிய முதல்வோனே முப்புறம் மேறி செய்த அச்சிவனுரை ரதம் அச்சது போடி செய்த அதிதீரா துயரது கொடு சுப்பிரமணி படும் அப்புனமதனிடை பமாகி அக்குறமகளுடல் அச்சிறு முருகனை அக்கணமணமருள் பெருமாளே அக்கணமணமருள் பெருமாளே. So this is on Ganesha, the qualities of Ganesha in this Tirpugal. Like that we sing the glories of Bhagavan, and then we contemplate on his virtues, the qualities of Ganesha, through the stories from the Puranas. And then what do? We contemplate on the divine Leela, on all the activities that he has done. How he go, like for example, he goes to a party. Kubera is very, very arrogant, a little bit arrogant about his wealth. Ganesha, he invites Shiva and the whole family, Shiva, Parvati, Subramanya. And when Shiva and Parvati are invited, Ganesha is also coming there. He invites everybody. But this Kubera is actually thinking, what is this Ganesha, such a roly-poly guy with such a flat tummy? He has come only to eat here. And he has got no other work. He is jobless. Something like that. He makes fun of Ganesha. This Ganesha wants to prove a lesson to him, and he goes to Kubera's party, and Shiva is happy, Parvati is happy, and Subramanya is happy with the food. They just ate, like how you go to a function, you're not able to eat more than what is like whatever is provided, you really want to eat everything, but you cannot eat. The stomach does not allow. So they did not eat more. But this Ganesha is going on eating. He ate up all the pantry which was there in Kubera's pantry, and he's saying, come on, feed me, because if you don't feed him, you call for breakfast or lunch or dinner, and if you don't feed to their heart's content, then there's going to be a curse at the end of it. So Kubera was afraid. He went and fell at the feet of Lord Shiva. Please bless me, I do not know what to do. Then Shiva said, you go and ask Ganesha for blessings. Only if you ask him, and only if you pray to him, then he will be satisfied. Otherwise, he is choosing to eat lots and lots. And that is the Leela of Ganesha. He teaches us a lesson through many of his actions. And meditate on the symbolic meaning of his divine form, the twisted trunk, which represents this letter Om, the small eyes of Ganesha, which refers to its keen vision, and the large ears, which are like a fan, which says that you listen more, and then you see keenly, you watch, and then you listen. And the trunk which covers the mouth says, you don't give out your words too much. Keep your mouth hidden, means keep your words hidden, but watch more and listen more. These are all the symbols of Ganesha, which give us some lesson to learn. Chaturhastam, 4 hands. What does it say? Accomplish a lot. The 4 purusharthas of life, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. And give the goodness of Ganesha, seeking wealth and security, praying to Ganesha, seeking for pleasures and comforts, and seeking moksha for the ahamkara or this ego. We are what is the one tusk? The pair of opposites are broken. Like there is only one tusk for Ganesha. There is no duality in his life, and the vision of oneness is there. And Ganesha is beyond duality. So may we also go beyond duality. Pasha Ankusha Dharinam. Small gourd is there in his hand. And it's a huge, even the mind is a huge animal. To control that huge animal like an elephant, one small gourd is enough. A small equipment to control. In the same way, Ganesha is carrying it himself. It in his hand means he is a master of his own mind. He does not allow his own mind to go out of control. In the same way, may we also not allow our mind to go out of control. Controls all things and beings. Varadam, one hand is offering the boons, and the other hand is Radam cha Varadam hastaihi Bibhranam Mushakadhvajam. One moment, please. Radam is it is Radam is a tooth. It's one tooth or one tusk. And Varadam is the other hand, which in one hand is the one tusk, and the other hand is his hand of blessing. And the hand of Ganesha, what does it have? It has a modaka. Moda means joy, ka means to give, that space of joy. One hand has got the modaka, which means the end result of the Vedas is Vedanta. Vedanta is the knowledge of the self, which gives us ultimate bliss. Knowledge of Vedanta gives, one hand gives boons. We receive according to the size of our hands. So Ganesha has always to give, but how much our capacity to receive, only that much we can receive. So if we want to really be happy in life, we increase our capacity to receive the boons from Ganesha. Radham is a tusk which is broken, and the knowledge of the scriptures. The tooth represents the beauty and also use. When Ganesha broke the tooth, he is not bothered about his own beauty, and he is not bothered about reducing his own power for the sake of the collective. When he wanted to write the Mahabharata, it's for the sake of the collective. So Ganesha, without any thought, he just broke it off. And what does a flag signify? The flag is the insignia for each deity. Each deity has got a flag, and Ganesha's flag is hoisted with a mouse. And it's also the vehicle of Ganesha. Insignificant offense to the divine. Like mouse also represents insignificance, something that is very ordinary. At the same time, our life, we do not give much significance to the divine in our lives, so that is represented by the mouse. And when we don't give significance, all the qualities of the mouse, the negative qualities, which all the disturbance it can cause in our life, the diseases, the clutter, and the wasteful actions, everything the mouse symbolizes. And also, Ganesha is riding on the mouse, means he's so huge, he's got a huge belly, but he's sitting on a small mouse, which means any vehicle is great to achieve that great goal of liberation. Even a small vehicle, a small means is enough. We can achieve that. He is big, but he rides lightly on his vehicle. And what is this vehicle represents? The darkness of Maya. The color represents Rajoguna, and Ganesha is always engaging in helping his devotees. Red is also the color of love, and Ganesha loves all as his own self. May we also love Ganesha as we love our own self. So Lambodara, very beautiful song in Geetam is a Shri Gananatha Sindhura Varna Karuna Sagara Karivadana Lambodara Lakumikara Amba Suta Amara Vinuta Lambodara Lakumikara. Lambodara. Lamba Udara means a very big belly which can accommodate everything in this universe. All the good, the bad, the ugly, everything is there in Ganesha's belly. Means all the qualities it can accommodate. The whole world is there in his stomach. And when we feed that Ganesha, we feed the whole world. May we bear all that we get and serve the world by serving you. Ganesha is the prayer. Red clothes. Ganesha is wearing red clothes. What does red clothes symbolize? Red is the color of royalty, and it depicts that Ganesha is a king and he is a ruler. And when we pray to him, we are the subjects that are serving Ganesha. Red sandal. That red sandal is all fragrance, and sandal becomes more fragrant when it is applied to Ganesha. Ganesha also wears the kumkum, the sindoor, that orange color sindoor is also put for Ganesha. May we also become fragrant like you, Ganesha. May our life also radiate with a lot of fragrance. Red flower symbolizes the divine's love for the devotees, and at the same time, Bhagavan also loves these red flowers. Red has got a very short wavelength. We already saw that. Red also symbolizes stop, no, to Vegam keduttanda vendanadi velga in Shiva Puranam. There's one very beautiful line. Vegam keduttu anda vendanadi velga. May that Lord, who stops the speed of all his devotees and protects and controls the devotees. So he stops us on our path of sin. Vegam is the speed. We go very fast, especially when the actions are very sinful. We are going very fast. Vendanadi velga, that Lord, short wavelength, and it stops. It's there in stoplights. It symbolizes danger also. It symbolizes compulsiveness in life, and red can also induce hunger. Bhakta anukampinam, compassionate towards devotees. Bhagavan Ganesha. The crooked trunk refers to logs of wood. The trunk, even though it is crooked, it symbolizes that even though it is very strong, it is very adjusting to whatever situation is present. If logs of trunk have to be lifted, the trunk will be, trunks means the tree trunks. If the logs of wood have to be lifted, then this trunk of the elephant can lift those logs of wood. At the same time, if a pin has to be picked up from the ground, that also is possible by the trunk of the elephant. So it refers to acceptability and adaptability of the to the situations in life, and discrimination between what is gross and what is subtle, what is big, and the discriminative power of the sense of perception through the nose is a gandha. Ganesha represents the earth element, and the earth element's power is the sense of smell, the power of smell. There is a Viveka Shakti there. What is good, what is bad, what is gross, what is subtle, everything can be smelt. So, Bhagavan's like the trunk which moves to the right or the left, which means Bhagavan is adjusting to us. He is not very rigid. He is not saying this is the way I will be and it is my way or the highway. No, according to the moods of the devotees, according to the desires and the needs of the devotees, Bhagavan is ready to accommodate himself. That's what. So Ida and Pingala, the left side and the right side, refer to the Ida Nadi is the channel of the moon energy, and Pingala Nadi is the channel of the solar energy, the sun energy in us. And Ganesha, the consciousness of Ganesha is energizing both. And we pray to that Ganesha to bless us. We will continue tomorrow. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukinaha, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasorma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya, Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Boliye Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki Jai. Har Namah Parvati Pataye. Hara Hara Mahadeva. Hari Om.